Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of Kale's Farms. So we just got done planting beans. The planter's full of beans, and if you look in the hopper, there's some beans in there. So what we're doing is we got some spray paint, some red spray paint, and we're gonna count row 1 to 17, and then we're gonna spray paint a line on the bar so I can use the row shut off, because this planter doesn't have any marks of where it shuts off. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So planter shuts off right here, this unit. So set the paint can up there. Rock around to the front of the planter. So right here is where we need to spray paint a red spot. Now we will, I know it's not the prettiest job, but it works. So now we got to do that for the row shut off, so I know where the planter is going to shut off. And yes, I know the paint's running and it doesn't look good, but it's better than nothing. So let's get the whole planter done. Looks like Eric's showing back up in the New Holland. So from up in the cab, I can see this red spot pretty good. Give another coat so it's nice, bright and red. For my row shut off, I probably won't get yelled at that if I tell Grandpa what it's for, but Grandpa will see red paint and he'll be like, why did you paint the planter? And then I'll tell him, he'd be like, oh, that makes sense. So I'm gonna guesstimate that it's right here, because that'd be the center. So we're gonna spray paint this spot, guesstimate it, get nice and big so I could see it. Beautiful. So that's the row shut off system for this planter. It's not the prettiest spray paint job. I was going to use like bright orange or something, but red works too. We got all the corn done, so we moved on to beans. Working on beans. It's windy, we need a rain, and it's just a beautiful day. Oh, what are they using the New Holland for? Come on into the shop. It's almost lunchtime too. Oh yeah, and here's Grandma's giant chicken. Big chicken. Where's he going? Oh, he's gone. Alrighty. Bye-bye, Eric. I'll be here by myself. Well, I guess they don't love me. So I'm gonna work on the four-wheeler and get it going. And it is for sale. So if you guys need a snorkeled four-wheeler with like some $4,000 rims and tires, it is for sale. But yeah, let's get the four-wheeler. Well, at least get oil put back in it. Has diesel in it right now. This sensor, I forgot to put it in whenever I snorkeled it and went in some water and sunk this thing. So let's fix it. So I guess that we don't get to work on the four-wheeler because they're trying to put Case high-speed disc back together. So we gotta get the air compressor. Yes, this is a Slim Jim that I've been eating on. So we gotta take the air compressor up to the Rogers farm. There's my brush hog, and there's my other brush hog. That one's wore out, but it's 20 foot, so I'm just gonna keep pulling it. And then the 15 foot, that's the mower down in Arkansas, so that's how it ended up here, because no one wanted to give what they're worth down there. I don't know why, but let's get the air compressor and go to the Rogers farm. All right, so we got the speed disc. Whoa, we got the air compressor, not the speed disc. We're going to go get the speed disc, but we got to have the air compressor before we can get the speed disc. And I hope you guys liked that little time lapse. That's the first time ever trying to time lapse out on a GoPro. I've never done it, and I might start doing them more. But we also got a 22 mag in the back seat. I don't know why. It magically showed up there this morning. So that is my 22 mag. I just don't know how it ended up in my back seat, because I don't shoot my 22 mag. But we're going to the Rogers farm. The Rogers farm was the fourth, I want to say the fourth corn farm planted. It was planted right before Shane's place was planted, so it should be sprouted. I don't know if it is or isn't, but I might do a time lapse of everyone putting the speed disc back together. I don't know yet, depending on if I get there and Grandpa's already ready to go and yelling at people, or what's his plan. But the first farm that I planted for corn was Nana and Papa's house. That was very different. I've never pulled a 90-foot planer, and now that I have, I kind of enjoy pulling the DB90. I hope the AC ain't making it sound all windy. And then we've worked this field here by the road. This is tall mossed. The grass, wheat, whatever that is already back. I haven't walked it, so I don't know if it's grass or if it's wheat yet, which we don't have very much rain so far, so it's probably just wheat from last year. So it's really hard telling what it is. I'm just gonna guesstimate. But the wheat field from the shop is looking amazing, and yeah, let's make it to Rogers. So the case high speed disc is fixed. It's gonna go down, I guess it's going to the Harris farm. So we're gonna go get it set, get it working, everything on it, ready to roll. And it's 1 o'clock and I'm hungry. I need to find some food, but can't find food until the tractors are rolling, and it's way too dry to plant any beans. So we're just turning dirt right now, getting grass and weeds knocked out. So there she rolls. Case high speed is rolling again.
Hey, Bob. Oh, I don't know.
So we got Eric some food, so he ain't hungry no more. So now I don't gotta listen to Eric say, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. So we got him some food. We got him a cheeseburger, and we also got him some tater tots. So he's good for a while now. We're about to go to Jacob's. Car's coming? No car's coming. We're about to go to Jacob's and plants there. So that's a good thing. He's got replant plus. That's why we planted beans today, because we got replant plus also. So now we're running down the road to the shop to go get the 9460, even though Scott, the Pioneer guy, he's out for about another hour, so it'll be about 3 or 4 before we start planting Jacobs, and then Caleb, my brother, is gonna have to work it, and the Challenger's having issues turning around, so we still got some things to do before we're planting, but I guess I'll take my tractor and planter up to Jacob's house and leave it up there until Caleb gets that place done. And we need a rain because we're out of moisture and cool. But the corn's up. I'm running about 50 down the dirt road, and the corn's up, sprouted, so that's a good thing. And then Jacob, he's just now getting the skid steer back. We went and had lunch, so the skid steer is going to be up at the shop. DB60's looking good, sprayer's looking good, everything at the shop's looking good, so I'll be back once we're planting some soybeans. So I was gonna go plant beans at Jacob's, but Jacob's place ended up being way too dry is what he said. So instead of planting beans, we're not working beans, Kale. We decided to work on the 8320 and put new blades on it. So these are the new blades that we put on right here. They're actually 20 inches. And I don't know why that one doesn't spin. We're still working on these, so they're not perfect, set in stone yet. But look at the old blades compared to the new blades. Yeah, big difference there. So that's why we're putting on these blades, because these blades are a lot better and is gonna work. 10th gear is messed up in the 8320, and our Deere dealership didn't really want to split the tractor and go into it because they didn't really want Grandpa to have a huge bill and not find an issue. And they're like, hey, once the transmission really messes up, we'll definitely know what the issue is at that point. So we ended up not planting beans today. Well, we planted beans today, but we planted beans over, just right over there, which we'll pull over there here in a minute. But we planted beans over there. We got the captain. Hi, Captain. Got Captain in the truck. And it's a beautiful day. We have some rain chances for, I want to say, next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we have rain coming in. Hopefully them days, hopefully we get a bunch of rain, because them beans over there are planted deep. And if we get like an inch rain, they're not gonna really make it. And then we still got both of the rippers. We got the Case 2500 and the John Deere 2100 from Arkansas. And then we got the 9460 on the DB60. So I'll be making a video on that and how that all works out and what my thoughts are of a DB60. But we got the Duramax and the seed tender, and everything's just going right now. I wish things would be going a little better, but once we get done in Missouri, we'll be heading to Texarkana to be spraying some cotton, because Mr. Hegel has some cotton down there. So we're gonna go down and help him take care of his cotton. But let's pull over to the bean field real quick. So this field right here, it's planted to soybeans. If I take a rough guess, it's like a 20-30 acre field. It's not very big of a field, but this is the field that we planted to test out the DB60 was working. And yes, there is beans planted out here. Let's dig down. We had to set the planter. See, there's a bean right there. They're not very deep. This first pass down to, but right there where that flag is, they're not very deep. And then we went deeper, and we went deeper because this pass over here, so this whole pass over here would be a lot deeper than the first pass, because this is where we got the planer set at. And I want to say it's an inch in the ground, maybe a little deeper than that, but it's right at the moisture line and still not all the way into the moisture line. So we got to watch out, and hopefully this bean field will come up. But Grandpa wanted to do a little field instead of a big field first, in case none of them came up and we were way too deep and we got a big rain. We didn't want to lose a bunch of money and a big profit margin. So if these beans don't make it, that's okay. We are fine with that. But say if we planted like a 100 acre field and they didn't make it, well, things would be a little bit different on that story, right, sissy? Right? That's right. So I'm gonna run down to Nana's. I gotta put all of the corn that we planted into my iPad to print it off, so the boys, well, not the boys, so me and Jacob can go into town and get everything done for corn, like insurance, and then record the acres that we planted of corn. But we got the field cultivator off of the T8, and the K-Speed disc is on it, as you guys saw earlier. And then the 8320, I don't know why it's on the mulch finisher, but that's where Grandpa put it. So no arguing there. I'm gonna go have some dinner, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you guys like farming, and I will see you in the next one.